Salut tout le monde, Bailey here. So, we all know about the Romantic period. Lots of windswept moors on dark and stormy nights with a brooding castle in the background. I, for one, could have been a star player in the Romantic literature category. Why is that, you may ask? It's because I have the tendency to faint. So the romantic heroines usually faint because of lots of emotion, and it can be kind of ridiculous to the point where they're fainting 3 or 4 times in the course of a single novel. For me, it's less clear-cut. Why do I faint? I don't know. And no one else really does either. My best guess is that it has something to do with low blood sugar, but not always, because I once fainted like 20 minutes after eating a brownie. Fainting's really weird. You probably haven't done it, but if you have, you know, you feel exactly like a romantic heroine afterwards. You're lying down and everyone's peering over you and you're like, oh no, I'm fine, but you can't really like stand up or move, and you just feel very floaty. It's interesting. Having been there and done that, you can see why they used it as a character trope. I think fainting is perhaps the most melodramatic medical event that you can have. For one, you are basically obliged to call it an episode or a fainting spell, and both of them would have been said by Scarlett O'Hara, and you just know that that's a recipe for melodrama. And then it really breaks up whatever you're doing. I once fainted at a dinner party, and let me tell you, that was memorable. That really brings all the attention straight to you. Also mysterious, because you don't usually know why you faint. It could be just because you stood up too fast, or it could be because you have low blood sugar. I once fainted during my physical, on the doctor's table, and I still didn't know why I fainted. The basic aftercare for fainting is just you go lie down and probably eat a piece of cake or something, some juice. But don't get me wrong, fainting's not fun. It's mostly just a lot of not fainting, but worrying, what if I did faint? Like if you're hiking or something, you'll have the tendency to think, oh my god, but what if I faint and I hit my head on a rock and then I die out here? It does give you the excuse to always have candy with you, because if you feel a little weird, just eat some candy and either the placebo effect or the sugar should help a little bit. It's not that I faint often or anything, it's more like I have a spell about once a year, and just a spell for me means like I feel I could faint, and then about 50% of the time that I have a spell I actually do faint. The other 50% of the time I attribute to really low blood sugar, and I usually go and get an ice cream sundae or a piece of cake or something, and then I feel better after that. But it always happens at the most inopportune times, like a dinner party, a doctor's visit, and at an amusement park. The amusement park's great because it's just full of sugar as far as the eye can see, so that's the one where I didn't faint. Yeah, so that's what I got for you today. I'm a fainter, which makes me a romantic literary persona. So if you know what literary movement you would be in because of your special quirks, tell me below. If not, we can go hang out on the windswept moors and faint together. And like this button if you think it's funny that I faint, or if you have sympathy, or I don't know, if you feel like pressing the thumbs up button. And definitely make sure you subscribe. I make 2 videos a week and you don't want to miss out. And if you miss me in the meantime, you can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram at Soirishcream, or check out my blog at pinesandpoplars.wordpress.com. And I will see you soon. Bye!